Hare Krishna. Good morning, my dear Prabhus, dear Matajis. Thank you for joining our morning meditation yoga philosophy course. We are at 21st, I think. 21 days yun na ako tinitiis. Thank you for always tolerating me. Yan. Kahit pa paano may boses pa rin. And I'm happy and always honored to be with your presence every morning. Levi Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hello kay Summer. Marina Mataji, Hare Krishna. Good morning. Mel Mataji, Hare Krishna. Morning, Monica Mataji, Hare Krishna. Shay Mataji, Hare Krishna. And, yan, Hare Krishna. Abby, good morning. You know the drill. We should be in the humble mood, in the mood of request, and in the mood of humility as we join and enter the realm sa ating yoga philosophy study. So, join me as we recite the invocation mantras. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, who has opened my eyes, which were blinded by the darkness of ignorance, with the torchlight of knowledge. So it is only by the help of the spiritual teachers that we were introduced and opened into this kind of knowledge. Yes, meron tayong pwedeng makuha sa internet, meron tayong makuha somewhere else. A lot of them are already watered down, mixed with other intentions. But still, whatever they have, ng mga nagpo-post na ganon is coming from someone, a spiritual teacher. So even the ideology of impersonalism, meron din silang scriptures. So even the idealism of idea of Mayavadi, meron din silang scriptures. So better to follow a teacher who is coming from a bona fide line, or may teacher din sila. In that way, we will be guided in this path because we are always in the dark. A while ago, we were talking about people could be also successful materially even hindi pa nagkakaroon ng pandemic. Pero still, they're considered lost because they're following a path na akala natin we were on that level as well before. Akala natin ang success is material things. Kailangan pa dumating minsan yung pandemic for us to be awakened. No, we're lost. Or other scenario. So last time we discussed the Bhakti Yoga is the love language, the spiritual love language. This is the action of love. This is Bhakti Yoga. And that is our connection to Krishna. And that is our connection, best connection sa self natin and sa other living entities. Is the Bhakti Yoga. Whatever we could do, we should connect it with love and devotion kay Krishna. And whatever help that we could render sa ibang souls is to engage them in Bhakti Yoga. Them knowingly or unknowingly, they will be engaged. Lalo na if they hear the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So that is the love language, and welcome sa ating relationship with the Supreme Bhakti Yoga. This is the ornament of a Bhakti Yogi. Humility is the ornament of a Bhakti yogi. So kung mapansin natin, it is natural for humans to wear ornaments, lalo na sa mga Matagis, sa mga babae. Even ancient times, kung ano yung mga ornaments na suot ngayon, no, onting-onti na lang yun. If you see yung mga ibang Matagis in, I think that's South India, yung mga bangles, ang dadami, diba? Meron mga nose ring, tapos may parang pendant dito, hindi ko alam yung tawag doon. Tapos may chain papunta sa ears, diba? May mga, nandun yung mga hennas, tapos mga toe rings, anklets, sa waist, sobrang dami. Ornaments. Minsan magugulat ka, they're doing normal household chores. Suot nila yon. Magaganda yung mga sari palagi. When I was traveling sa India, gustong-gusto ko palaging nakatingin lang sa bintana. Sometimes you will see mga farms, di ba? Sobrang lawak. Hanggang horizon. Tapos makikita mo may mga maliliit na mga makukulay. Tapos they're moving. Even the Matagis who help in the farm, they're wearing beautiful saris. Walang pambahay. Hindi uso yun. Nakasari sila. Maganda yung suot nila. And when you see them, lalo na pag may mga festival, grabe. So, yeah, that is culture. That is culture. Those are ornaments. Pero ano yung best ornament that pwede nating i-wear back to yogi? The best ornament is not seen by gross vision. It should be in the character. Personality and character. Again, personality is yung mga nakikita sa atin ng mga tao, our image. Character is pag wala lang nakatingin. Sino ka? Sino si Shay? Sino si Monica? Kapag wala nakatingin, that is a character. And this is the most underrated kasi hindi inaaral sa college to. Walang major in humility. But this is the most important character na pwede ma-develop ng tao. Sabi nga, if one is so great in one thing, pero hindi, if proud siya, makikita ng tao na proud siya. Instead of yung bagay na kung saan siya magaling. If one is just simple, but he is humble, he is respected as well as tinitingala siya. What more pa yung he's doing great things pero humble. And humility, the practice of it, you cannot claim. Ito yung bagay na hindi mo pwedeng i-claim. Na humble nga ako, Prabhu. Kasi once you do that, it's the other way around. So that is humility. Saan ba nanggaling to? We will know. And bakit ganito yung ornament ng isang Bhakti yogi. Si Krishna incarnated himself in this material world recently, 500 years ago, 500 plus years ago, in a golden form, gold yung color niya. Every incarnation niya may iba't ibang color. This Kali Yuga, he incarnated in a golden form. Hindi siya nag-incarnate as God. He is garbed in a devotee's clothes. Shaved head, wearing saffron. The purpose bakit niya ginawa yun is to teach us how to become a devotee of Krishna. Sino yung best na pwede magawa nun? Krishna himself. So, si Krishna himself, together with Srimati Radharani, kaya kulay gold siya, have different purposes bakit siya pumunta rito. But number one is to show us, one of it is to show us kung paano maging devotee. Second is how to feel yung love ng devotee para sa kanya. Kaya kasama niya si Srimati Radharani nag-incarnate. Kasi Srimati Radharani, although his expansion, feminine expansion, his consort, eternal consort, love him so much. So gusto niya malaman kung paano yun. So he is in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Lord Chaitanya. But Lord Chaitanya did not wrote a lot. He did not wrote literature, scriptures. He instructed that to his disciples, the 6 Goswamis. But he left us with 8 verses. Sobrang importante yung mga verses na to that we could meditate upon. In the morning, in the temple, every day we recite this. Yes, and we will study this also dun sa deeper meditation. We will continue that once maayos uli yung mga schedule. But yes, these are few. We will read few. Chetodarpanam marjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam Anandam buddhi vardhanam patipadam purnamrita swadanam Sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Translation. This is the first verse. This is Shikshastakam. Glory to Shri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Sankirtan or Kirtan is the chanting of Krishna's name. San is gathering, talking about Krishna's name, fame, form, or this, the katha, the pastimes. What does it do to us? It cleanses our hearts from all the unwanted baggages, the dust accumulated for years. Because this dust, this karma, these unwanted baggages brings us to the conditional life of repeated birth and death. So, paulit-ulit tayo rito because of that. So, removing the accumulated dust or unwanted baggages. It is just like a forest fire. Forest fire, kahit gano'ng kadaming bumbero dalin mo, mahirap siya mapatay. The best way to extinguish the forest fire is heavy rain. That is the practice of Bhakti Yoga. The chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, Krishna himself as Lord Chaitanya is glorifying the chanting because he's always chanting as well. So, to stop their repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large. For all humanity, this is effective. Knowingly and unknowingly, when they hear this, that is the start of their bhakti. This lifetime or tutubo yung seed na yun in next lifetimes. How it is spreads the benediction of the moon rays. Like if sobrang dilim sa gabi, but when you have full moon, nagkakaroon ng enlightenment. Here in Vraj, walang light pollution. Pag full moon, minsan half moon pa nga meron kang anino. May shadow ka, gano'ng kaliwanag. Tapos dito, pagpapunta dito sa villa ko saan ako nagstay, you will have to walk few hundred meters papunta rito. Hindi mo kailangan ng flashlight kasi maliwanag nga siya. Dahil sa moon. Same cooling effect din yung moon. At the same time, big benefit ng mga halaman, plants, vegetables kapag may moon. Hindi lang araw. So, very cooling. Very refreshing yung moon. Same, this Sankirtan movement, that's why when we are chanting, we are feeling different pleasure, emotion, relief. Like we are feeling also safe. Another is it increases awareness the life of all transcendental knowledge. In all scriptures, Vedas, when you read them, the conclusion is chanting Krishna's name. Papunta talaga doon. The other practices, the other yoga ladders, papunta sa glories ni Krishna. Even Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is a yogi. Afterwards, after he meditated on Krishna from within, he wants to perform Bhakti Yoga, to have association of devotees, and to chant Krishna's name, and even other demigods. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss. Yes, lahat ng pleasure galing kay Krishna. That's the meaning of Rama. Lahat ng pleasure na mararamdaman natin galing kay Krishna. So when one is chanting, one is having an access to that pleasure. Kaya pag nagka-chant tayo, yung pakiramdam natin, para tayong hinihele, parang kinikradle lang tayo. Such a relief and such a safe place. And lastly, it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. People are looking always for this. Kahit anong soul searching gawin nila. Di ba maraming purpose, the pursuit of happiness. Di ba? The soul searching. Ang daming hinaharap ng tao. But walang definite definition kung ano hinaharap nila. Actually, this is what people are looking for, the eternal happiness. People are looking for that eternal happiness, but they are looking in a wrong place. They're trying to find that happiness in material happiness, which are temporary. There's a big difference. The material happiness, we might feel happy if we have something new, diba? Material things. Pero nawawala siya kasi this is temporary. Kapag luma na yung sapatos mo, hindi mo na siya iingatan. Pag bago pa lang, minsan pupunasan mo pa siya pag may onting puti. Diba? Like yung Chuck Taylor, pag mas gulpi na yung Chuck Taylor, mas masarap na suotin, di ba? So, ganun. If the happiness, pseudo-happiness that we're feeling, nawawala, nag-fade, that is temporary happiness. That is just like patching up yung mga emotion natin. Or just the senses. It is not happiness. We are just gratifying the senses. May kakaibang stimulus lang sa senses natin. Like the intoxicants, the drugs, yung mga instant, diba? Yung mga hormones natin will spike up. But that is not the real happiness, the eternal happiness. People are looking for this. People are always anxious for this. Diba? They will do a lot of things. Bucket list, travel, adventure, adrenaline rush, charity. They're looking for this. So, kanino natin makukuha yun? Sino yung access natin? Si Krishna, kasi sa kanya galing lahat yun. So, that is why you will see those who are spiritual person, they're very satisfied. They're steady. And even though they don't have a lot, most of them, they are poor by choice. But they're rich because they draw the line. Kung saan mo malalaman or sino magasabi ng wealth and wealthy and magiging poor. But they have Krishna with them. So, si Krishna yung ultimate na may-ari ng lahat. So, they are rich. When you have your Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, your Japamala, you're the most wealthiest because you have the access to this. That's spiritual life. Of course, hindi mo kailangan i-give up kung ano yung meron ka ngayon. But we have to use everything sa spiritual activities natin. Paano malalaman if we have an imbalanced life? If one is working all day long for material gain, but one is not having an ample time to perform the spiritual sadhana, the activities. Even 1 hour lang yun, na 2 hours lang yun. If di mo magawa yun, you have an imbalanced life. Sipin mo, hindi 50-50 yung hatian ng oras. The 1 hour, 2 hours na spiritual activity, tas di mo pa magawa. The best quote ng mga ibang teacher dyan, may time ka pa kumain, may time ka pa matulog, hindi bawasan mo yun. Bilisan mo kumain, iksi mo yung tulog mo, so perform this. Otherwise, it is just procrastination. That is the mind. Comfort zone. Pagod ka na nga huwag ka na mag-chant ngayon. Ayun yung binubulong na mind. Di ba, nag-chant ka kahapon, dami yung binasa, pahinga naman ngayon. Sabi nila, Yes, um, we might feel that we need some rest, especially like our physical activities, or even working out, diba? Taking care of the body. Pero ang pwede mo lang i-procrastinate is yung rest, hindi yung activities. Oftentimes, yung mind natin just want the comfort zone because of the ego. If you procrastinate the rest, tapos ginawa yung mga activities mo, yung duties mo, you will feel, oh nga no, buti pala ginagawa ko to. Like exercise. Buti pala ginagawa ko to. Pero 50% of the time, di natin gusto gawin yun. Pero pag ando ka na sa moment na yun, you're feeling you're sweating, oy, okay pakiramdam. At least you have accomplished this. Same thing with spiritual life, ganun din. Mas malala pa nga yung sasabihin ng mind eh. Mas gusto niya i-delay. So we are looking for this. We're always anxious for this pleasure, the eternal happiness. And the access to this, because the soul is eternally happy, the access to this is spiritual activities. You cannot find this in material things. You can try. You can compare. But of course, for sure, bakit tayo nandito? Kasi we've tried already. We've tried already to find this eternal happiness in different things. Na-try na natin. Kaya tayo maabot sa level na what's deeper? Second verse, Nam namakaribahuda ni jasarva saktis tatrarpita niyamitas marane nakalaha etardishita vakripa bhagavan mamapi Durdaivam Midirsham Ihajanina Nuragaha. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. In this age, Krishna actually invested all his energies sa names niya. Like when one is chanting Vishnu, one is actually, it is compared to studying the Vedas. And if one is chanting Rama, it is like chanting 10 times name of Vishnu. I mean 3 times. And if one is chanting Krishna, that is 10 times of chanting Rama. Try to chant Pepsi o kaya Coca-Cola. Chant mo buong 2 hours hanggang mag-asawa ka. Hindi mag-quench yung thirst mo. You will not experience happiness. Because the name Coca-Cola is different from the drink. That is the name. But Krishna and his names are identical. Si Krishna, nag-incarnate siya sa name niya, sa vibration. How? Sobrang importante yung vibration. Paano tayo nagko-connect ngayon? Dahil sa vibration. Dahil sa mga waves. Di ba? Sa radiation. Hindi tayo magko-connect yung internet dahil doon. How one will be affected by vibration? You just listen to a depressing song. Diba? May-feel mo yun. If you listen to a very upbeat, uplifting song, you will also feel that. Kapag yung loved ones mo would say yung mga harsh, sharp, and very hurtful words sa'yo, you will get emotional. That's vibration still. What more pa? Having the spiritual vibration. Makes sense, di ba? But of course, Krishna, sabi ni Lord Chaitanya, Krishna invested, that's him actually, all his energies in these names, the name of Krishna. There are a lot of names in Krishna, but different potency. So the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the name that we could chant that we could get the full benefit. And when one is advancing in this Bhakti Yogi practice, in the practice of yoga, one realized that the name of Krishna and himself is identical. So actually, kasama natin si Krishna pag nagka-chant tayo. We just don't realize it. So that's the practice we want to realize. Sobrang simple lang, di ba? Kasama mo na pero hindi mo realize. Lagi natin na-experience yan, di ba? Malalaman natin importance ng bagay pag wala na. Here, the process to know Krishna better is to chant more. So habang nagka-chant ka, habang nag-meditate ka, you will know, you will realize, the process is the goal. Nag-iiba yung connection, yung consciousness. Hindi na nagka-chant si Marina kasi pinipilit ni Radhacharan. O tinatanong palagi. Okay, pati si Summer. Okay, si Nediva. They are chanting, they're meditating because they want to. Because they have a taste. They're connected already. So, ayun yung goal na gusto natin mapuntahan. Kasi si Krishna, bakit niya ginawa to? For him to be much more accessible. Hindi mo na kailangan pumunta ng India, hindi mo na kailangan mag-perform ng austerities, hindi mo na kailangan magtago sa kuweba, mag-meditate for years and years or sa temple. You just have to chant. He makes it very accessible to us. Sabi nga walang hard and fast rules. So out of His kindness, He makes it easily approachable for us. The only thing is, we don't have an attraction for it. That is the mood. Even si Krishna to as Lord Chaitanya is chanting palagi. Pero the mood is, hindi ko pa makuha si Krishna. That is our mood. Hindi yung, I have Krishna with me. That is the confidence, pero yung mood natin, we want Krishna more. We're longing for Krishna. That is what we call love and separation. Mararamdaman to ng mga naka-LDR. The love and separation. And that is called vipralamba. Kapag magkasama na may union, ma-intensify yung love. Pag magkahiwalay-ulay, lalo na intensify. That is Krishna. Our mood is, we want and we're longing for Krishna that we don't have Him yet. Mas gusto natin. That's why the mood of chanting is just like a helpless child na umiiyak longing for his mother. Or a lover, a separated lover. So we always want and long for Krishna. That is the mood of chanting. Third verse. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanena manadena kirtaniya sadahari. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than a straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Humble than a blade of grass daw. Blade of grass, di ba, one of the lowest na. Pag tinapakan mo yung blade of grass, hindi naman siya aaray or hindi naman siya aalma. Di ba? It will, help you to feel the soft earth. Afterwards, babalik na lang siya. It doesn't mean that you should let others abuse you. You can respect from a distance. Pero, one should be humble. Even one is successful, materially and spiritually. Mas mahirap maging humble kapag we are materially successful. Great character na yun, makikita mo. Pero this, lower than the straw on the street. Because sa totoo lang, there is a vast numbers of planets we should not be proud na sa Earth lang may living entity. Of course, like the ocean, di ba? Paano sila mabubuhay doon? Wala silang air. Kasi yung body nila made to live and to survive in the water. Pag tinanggal mo sila doon, bibigatan ng oxygen. Mamatay sila, yung fish, out of water. Kasi they're not made for it. So there's vast number of planets. There's vast numbers of living entities in all the planets. Yung universe natin is just one from the unlimited universes. And from that lot of planets, mayroong middle planetary system, ano yung solar system natin. And one of the smallest planet, yung Earth, andun tayo. And from that Earth, maraming continents. Andun tayo sa part na Asian continent. And from that Asia, the Asian continent, you zoom in, andun tayo sa isang group of islands. And from that islands, we are part of one of it. And when you zoom in, ang daming cities, ang daming mass land in different forms, flatland, mountains. You can zoom in, makikita mo yung barangay mo doon. And from that barangay, ang daming houses. And isang bahay doon, may isang kwarto. Nasa loob si Shay, andun si Marina. Diba? You zoom in, andun si Mel, si Levi, si Abby, si Gail, si Milka, si Oliver, si Karen, or si Monica. You zoom in, makikita mo yung sarili mo doon. But people are so illusioned from this vast creation. Iniisip natin tayo yung sentro ng mundo. Tayo yung sentro ng universe. Tayo yung sentro ng buhay. We're just a speck. We're just part and parcel. Hindi nga mararamdaman pag wala na tayo rito eh. We're just a speck. So knowing and realizing this, we're just spending time. This temporary, in this temporary time natin dito. So we should always be sober. Diba? Na hindi umakyat sa ulo natin yung mga nangyayari sa atin. So, devoid of all sense of false prestige. The prestige that we are illusioned are all false. Because our eternal relationship and eternal condition or dharma is to become a servant. One should also be tolerant in the tree. Ano ginagawa ng tree? He's giving fruits, he's giving shelter. Minsan binubutas pa siya ng mga woodpeckers, ng mga birds to have para maging shelter or ibang animals and insects. They will give shade even to those who will cut them for them to become furnitures. They tolerate. So ito yung pinakamahirap, to tolerate. And to think na people are also tolerating us. Some will be proud, I'm just tolerating you, I'm just tolerating her. Not knowing tayo pala yung tinatolerate ng mga tao sa paligid natin. Another is, one should offer respect to others, even to those who don't deserve it. Hindi nakarela yung respect natin sa ibang tao kasi they're respecting us. That's I me mind mentality. We respect them even they don't respect us. Even they don't deserve. Even they don't deserve to be respected. We pay our respect. Because we are just speck here. Whatever that people are giving us, one way or the other, karma natin yun. From our past lives. And sabi nga, the best person that could give you the best karma from your previous life, ang nangyayari, they will be born as one of your family members, your loved one, minsan anak, minsan magulang. para ma-receive natin yung greatest karma. Which is, karma natin yon. We did it before. So we still offer respect, even they don't respect us. And we don't demand respect. That is not our goal, to be respected. Of course, hindi mo pwede gawin to kapag leader ka or boss ka dun sa kumpanya mo. You have to act accordingly. That is your duty, pero dapat ni umakit sa ulo. Na, di ba alam lahat nire-respeto ako, then you have to respect me, no? Sabi nga, if one doesn't respect yung mga people who are having yung mga menial jobs like being a waiter, guard, diba? You don't expect them to have good character sa ibang tao rin. Because they are choosing sino lang i-respect nila. Based on the background ng isang tao, kung ano yung skin niya, kung paano magsalita. Here in the Philippines, you're respected kapag you're speaking another language or English language. Parang well-respected ka. Kahit naman yung sinasabi niya, parang wala naman sense. Or kung saan ka nag-aral, diba? You will be respected. Or ano yung trabaho. No, hindi na nakarelay yun doon. So respect should be given to others. All respect. In this state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. So if we don't have a taste to chant, we must check ourselves. Am I being proud? Am I being disrespectful? Am I offending others? One should be in this mood. Because the only way to approach Krishna is in a humble mood and with love and devotion. Hindi mo kailangan ng title to approach Krishna. Siya lahat yun. Lahat ng title na meron tayo, lahat ng pagmamayari, lahat ng material things, lahat kay Krishna galing. You cannot impress him by that. Krishna, no. The only way to get Krishna is love and devotion and in a humble mood. This is the ornament of a Bhakti Yogi. Kung mapapansin natin, the more advanced yung isang Bhakti Yogi, the more they develop this character. Lahat may chance to be in this situation, in this state, humble state. Kasi the soul originally is like this. It is just because of the covering or association natin sa material nature, association natin sa ibang tao, that we will develop this conditioning. Kaya tinatawag tayong conditioned souls. Kinakain tayo ng sistema, ng matrix, because of our association. So, mali yung mga pill. Ano bang pill yung tinake nila sa matrix? Parang blue ba yun? Red pill yung awaken, o baliktad. Kalimutan ko na. But yes, kinain tayo ng sistema. Na one should be proud, one should be, how do you call this? Think na sila yung sentro ng universe. Lahat nakasentro sa kanila. Sabi nga, one interview na ginawa namin sa podcast, sa Village Talk podcast, isang devotee si Kishori, sabi niya, nung she was feeling depressed and all. She killed her own old self in the way na nag-iba yung perception niya sa buhay. Her new self is living to give, living for others. And when one is in that situation, you will feel satisfied. Kala kasi natin, kailangan natin paikotin yung mundo sa sarili natin. Pero pag nawala tayo sa sentro ng buhay natin, naging iba, nagkaroon ng meaning. Like those who are being a parent, di ba nagkaroon ng meaning ng buhay nila? Because they have to be the better self nila kasi ayun yung ulitin lang ng anak nila. Same thing. If one is living their life in connection kay Krishna, sino ba yung the best relationship, the best commitment na meron tayo? That is with Krishna. Nagkakaroon ng meaning. Lalo-lalo na if you have a spiritual teacher, a spiritual master, who gives you instructions, nagkakaroon ng life and soul, nabubuhay mismo, and making that, instruction, maging life and soul, and nagkakaroon ng meaning. Because whatever we do, we're just like, nanguhula lang. Feeling ko ito na yung stage ng buhay na dapat gawin ko eh. Nanguhula lang tayo sa gagawin natin. Kasi wala talagang timeline. Dapat 30 years old ka, ito na yung naabot mo. Dapat 40 ka, ito yung naabot mo. Or ito na yung ginagawa mo. Dapat may family ka ng 20, but dapat 30. Iba-iba, iba-ibang culture. One could be guided, of course, in the scriptures. But the best guidance that we could get is having a teacher that will rely on the scriptures also. Pero personal siya i-suggest sa atin or i-instruct sa atin. Having a teacher is one of the is a stage na maging humble. Kasi we are always thinking na kaya natin. That we could do this alone. Having a teacher is taking a humble position. Okay. Of course, we should not follow blindly and not follow. Kailangan i-test mo yung teacher mo if he's bona fide. The teacher will also test you kung sincere student tayo. Hindi yung you will pay something tas you are certified na. So hindi. It's harder to be qualified than to be certified. Same as the practice of yogi, as a yogi or even a monk. Madali magsuot na ito, mag-shave. But to practice it, to be qualified is different. Even being a yogi, you can attend 200, 500, 1,000 hours, whatsoever number of hours to be certified. But to be a qualified yoga teacher, much more, is different. Same thing with being a student or being a disciple. You must take the humble position. Also, the teacher is not doing it out of pride. The greatest servant is the teachers. Just like Jesus Christ, totoo yun. They will take all your sins if you have a spiritual teacher. Tapos ulitin mo lang. So ganun din. They will guide us. They will spend time. And the spiritual teachers would not actually go back to Krishna hanggat di lahat ng disciple niya makabalik kay Krishna. Babalik siya ng babalik dito in different lifetimes. I was talking to one student sa nag-usapan namin to. Sometimes we're thinking that we're looking for our teacher, but actually the teachers, the spiritual master or the guru, is looking for us. Binabalikan niya tayo dito. Okay, dito ka pala uli. Ready ka na ba uli? They're coming back for us. Our duty is to make their duties easier. Di natin sila pahirapan. Ano ang best way for us to get our acts together? And connect. Iba yung connection if you have a teacher. You will feel that. Even just having a mentor, a Siksha Guru, what more pa yung spiritual master. Kakaibang soulmate yon, not just intimate na lover, pero yung soulmate na the ultimate best friend. So we are learning how a Bhakti yogi should try to meditate and develop this character because this is the ornament of a Bhakti yogi. It is much more valuable than gold and diamond because even gold and diamond could not buy this. But when you have this humility, when you're practicing this, you will catch the attention of Krishna. And you will connect to Krishna much better. So get your japa malas. We are about to finish yung course natin this week. But walang iiyak. Marami tayong classes nakapila and you'll get to meet other students as well in this path. You'll have your friends, you'll connect to them. And hopefully soon, we'll see each other and we can have our yoga retreats, kirtan retreats here in the temple personally. Looking forward to that. So if you have your japa mala, show it to the camera or press like. Awesome. Thank you. Our meditation will be trying to bow down. Pranams is one form of humility. That's why this is the important mudra. You start your yoga and do yoga with this one. Bowing down is touching the head to the ground, the greatest form of humility. At the same time, we could bow down in our consciousness, in a humble consciousness. That's one of our goals. So we chant in the humble mood, in a helpless mood, and in longing mood kay Krishna na we want to connect with Him. We want to get Krishna. That is the mood, the longing for Krishna, longing for our loved ones. So inhale, find your comfortable position. Now is the time to connect with Krishna. So leave your past, future, the worries, the traumas, the anxieties, leave them all behind. They are just conditioning. Now your soul, you as the soul, will try to connect to Krishna in a humble mood. We want to realize Krishna, that He is present, He is actually His names. And just like when we're calling someone, if you're calling Radhacharan, Radhacharan, tapos paglapit ni Radhacharan sa'yo, hindi ka pala nakatingin or may iba kang ginagawa. Just like that. We're chanting, we're calling Krishna. And we have to be attentive. Be alert, not fall asleep or slumber. 100% here. Chant clearly. And ano yung mood? Chanting from the heart, in the longing mood. Inhale. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vashade Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Chant from the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bring back your mind and be present. Chant with humility and chant from the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. With the remaining beats, focus on chanting, hearing, and our intention and emotion. Chant from the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. If you're finished, please type 108 and open your camera for a group photo. If you're not yet, please continue to finish your rounds. Halos sabay-sabay pala tayo, no? So again, that is a normal pace in chanting. If you're chanting on your own, you can do it a little bit fast if that will help you to be much more attentive, or slow if that will help you to be much more attentive. So depende siya. There's no hard and fast rules. So ang kailangan natin is be attentive in hearing, chanting. Hindi yung para tayong radar na nanonood sa paligid while chanting. So chanting means 100%, 108% attention, and with the proper mood and intention, with love and devotion. So picture muna tayo, everyone. Let me see. Wow, wonderful to see everyone. Sarap mag-smile sa Karen after chanting. Sarap ng paramdam. Di ba? Totoo yan. Kaya pag di ka pa nakapag-chant, iba yung mood. Teka lang, ba't iba ang So everyone, please smile in the camera. Count of 3 and 1, 2, 3. I am always humbled and honored with your presence. It will be the last week for this course. But like some of you are also added na dun sa Braj Bhakti Academy group chat for the series of classes. Actually, there's a lot of classes. Uh, 3 or 4, minsan may 5 classes a day. So, depende kung ano yung pasok sa inyo. There are a deeper class on yoga, philosophy, and meditation. There are also lighter na mas ma-apply natin sa buhay natin. Yoga philosophy, the one we are studying, we are going deeper and deeper palagi. But di natin kailangan magpaka-deep pag yung mga kausap natin sa paligid is not that, it is not relevant or makaka-connect. Sobrang weird natin for sure for them. So just like waves, the more deeper we go in our meditation, in our understanding, yung waves pumupunta sa surface ng sea level sa water. Tapos doon mo mararamdaman. Same thing with us. The more deeper we go and meditate as we dive in this meditation, the more na yung gagawin natin is to resurface kung ano yung relevant sa paligid natin. In our dealings with them, much more the respect, the humility. You don't have to speak yung mga, you're not the body, ba't ka ba nalulungkot? Ba't ka ba? Of course, you have to take care of their emotion. We understand that we are not the emotion also. But the more we practice, the more na mas dapat apply natin in relevant life yon. May mga bagay for us to relish and may mga bagay na we could discuss amongst ourselves kasi we're classmates in this study. May mga tao na hindi pa, 1 plus 1 pa lang yung gusto nila matutunan. You cannot give them the multiplication table yet. So that is our duty, to be relevant. Sometimes they would ask answers, then they will ask questions, then we answer accordingly. According sa capacity nila. Sometimes we could lend them some of our books. It will help them to dive deeper then. So that is the practice, taste, and distribute. The more we give Krishna to others in different forms, the more you will get Krishna. That is love. In comparison sa material things, the more you give, mawawalan ka. Pag nagbigay ka ng pera, automatic mag-minus. But yung love, lalo-lalo yung love kay Krishna, the more you give, the more you will have the love for Krishna. The more you feel Krishna. So thank you very much, Oliver Prabhu, Shay Mataji, Karen, Marina, Abby, Mel, Levi Prabhu, Gail, and Milka. Maraming salamat. Please continue to finish your rounds if you're chanting more than one. And if you have mga assignments you want to catch up. Kasi wala na tayo masyadong assignment. Puro catching up na lang. If you need to go, please do take care and share this consciousness with our actions because it speaks louder than words. Sabi ni Milka, question po, how do we know that we are doing our own duty like sa work po? If you are connecting it to Krishna. How to confirm it? Ask your mentors or spiritual teacher. Kasi malay mo yung work pala natin is towards degrading ng life ng ibang tao or like natapakan natin yung ibang lives ng ibang tao. So we have to confirm kasi ayun yung authority natin, Guru, Sadhu, and Sastra. If ano yung sinabi ko, confirm it sa scriptures. It should be according sa scriptures and according sa ibang saintly person. Ayun yung check and balance natin. So we will not just follow blindly. So same thing with our realizations. We should consult that sa 3 authority na to. So if you have a teacher, of course, we could just like others, like they do yoga for spreading of this consciousness. So that we know, di ba? Minsan may mga indirect tayong ginagawa. So iba-iba kasi yung tao, iba-iba yung interest nila. You could connect to them differently. Iba sa music. They will become spiritual because of listening to Beatles, to George Harrison. Yung iba sa arts. Diba? O minsan, kahit si Eraserheads, may kanta si Eraserheads, nagka-chant sila ng Hare Krishna. Ang dami, Sampagita, ang dami. Meron, last batch yata, third batch ba yun? O second batch? Third batch. Before mag-start yung class, maaga sila nag-a-attend, 15 minutes. Tapos nag-play lang kami ng mga music na may mga Hare Krishna mantra. Iba-iba. Diba? Nakolek na. Kahit si Boy George, mayroong nga Hare Krishna song sila. Kaya yung kanta niyang Karma and Chameleon. So maraming ganitong ways and means, direct or indirect, for us to do our purpose. How to confirm that? Directly ask your teacher. Yan. So may class daw si Marina July 20. So thank you very much everyone. Again, meron tayong mga Zoom calls, Zoom meetings, so we could catch up, bond, saka if may mga personal questions. So, just let me know kasi ina-arrange natin yung schedule na yan. Yung iba nakakausap pa na rito. Thank you very much. Hope to see you sa Zoom again and hopefully personal. Pagod na ako sa pandemic. Wish ko na makadalaw kayo dito. Pre-COVID, ang dami palaging tao dito. So, we miss serving you. So, looking forward. Hare Krishna everyone. Have a Krishna conscious day. Bye.